Photo Shelter presents
Vision slightly blurred.
Vision. I'm Sarah Jacobs.
And I'm Alan Murabayashi. Sarah, question.
Yeah.
Are photographers ruining like everything? You need some context? You need to, you already agree.
No, sorry. Give me some context.
Well, I saw this article a couple of weeks ago, and it was all about in California how they've had a lot of rain, and so the poppy fields on the mountains have been really blooming. And so people have been going out into the mountains like never before to take their Insta of the mountains. And in areas where there's clear signs saying, do not pass this area, people are just going in and trampling.
They're trampling all the poppies?
They're just trampling over everything with they're like so into getting the Insta that they don't care about the rules. They don't care about what damage they might be doing to the environment. It reminds me a couple years ago, there were these knuckleheads from Canada who came into the US, went to Yosemite to the Grand Prismatic Springs. Mm-hmm. And where there's a clear thing saying, don't come to the springs. They just went out there and they took their YouTube video. And because photography is so accessible now and so easy to create, if there's 1 million photos from the poppy fields and you have 500 followers on your Insta, do you really need to go past the line and like trample on the poppies?
No, don't trample on the poppies. Yeah, and actually I was reading about the poppies as well, and an estimated 50,000 visitors were Instagramming this year's super blooms.
I mean, it's an unprecedented number of people.
Yeah.
And why can't you just stand away like everyone else and take a photo?
I know. You got to follow the rules, guys. I just went to the Frida Kahlo exhibit at the Brooklyn Museum and was so bummed to see no photos, throughout the thing. And I'm like, but wait, I really wanted to Instagram this show.
And why did you want to Instagram it though?
What
was it? Sort of like the social proof aspect, like I'm cool, I went to go see the Frida show.
Yeah, 100%. That's it. That is absolutely it. But you know what? It was weird. I still enjoyed the show, even though I couldn't Instagram it.
Well, there's this whole line of research that says, the people that are just trying to go and document that they were there have impaired memories of those encounters.
Oh my God, wow.
Which is
that's wild.
different. So the newest research that I saw said that's different than a photographer who has an intention for taking the photo versus everyone who's trying to Instagram story everything that's happening in their life.
Yeah.
Like they don't even remember why they were there. I went to Auschwitz like 2 summers ago. It was the first time to visit a concentration camp, and I decided to leave my camera at home. Mm-hmm. And then just a few weeks ago in the news, I saw that Auschwitz had started putting up signs, please don't take selfies on these railroad tracks.
Wow.
And so these rail tracks go straight into the camp. When people got off the camp, there would be a Nazi that was like, you go there and you go there. And the people that went to the right, it's literally like swiping right to death. People are so screwed up, like they need to have the photo, the selfie of like smiling on the tracks.
Right.
For all of the great moments where you're taking photos of your friends or your family, there's something about photos or it didn't happen, like that attitude that drives me nuts.
Yeah, that was such a thing, right? Photos or it didn't happen, and now that's just become life.
I'll bring it up because it was funny at the time. It's the comedian Louis C.K. He's not
Alan.
He's not in good graces, but he had this observation. He was an observationalist.
Sure. Okay.
And he went on to like the Tonight Show or something, and he said these parents are going to their kids' recitals, and they're holding up their like iPads in front of their faces while their kid is like doing a dance recital. Mm-hmm. When the most HD version of life is like right in front of them, and they're putting this metal thing in front of their face.
I know, and just totally blocking it. God, you know what else? So not only is it ruining nature, have you read about these or just gone to any of these sort of like Instagram museums?
I hate them.
Yeah.
Businesses designed specifically to be like Insta friendly.
Exactly.
Right. So there's the ice cream museum.
There's the Rosé Mansion.
The Rosé Mansion. I even went to a sushi restaurant that will remain nameless. We sit down and the guy tells us that the owner came up with a concept for the lighting to make the sushi as Instagrammable as possible.
Oh my God. No, the New York Times did a great write-up about all of these sort of like Instagram museums, these like fake places. And this is an example where like when photography comes into play, like actual photographers come into play that shot for the New York Times, which happened to be Amy Lombard and Jason Henry for this story. They got just amazing shots of these people, you know, in these like Instagrammable, picturesque, colorful places, just taking a ton of selfies.
Your friend Amy Lombard.
Full disclosure, my close friend Amy Lombard.
I understand the argument that marketing is marketing and you got to get people in, you know, and what's the difference between hiring a PR agency for $20,000 a month and or building a business around Instagrammability? But, you know, at the end of the day, if you hire a PR agency for your restaurant and the food isn't good, they're not going to come. If the crux of your business is built around PR and you're not worried about your product, that seems like the worst of every possible world.
True.
In the meantime, I can't stop Instagramming my food. So I'm the hypocrite.
What was the last meal that you Instagrammed?
I went to this Chinatown soft serve place and took quite a nice photo of Vietnamese coffee soft serve.
Oh, I bet it was really...
Got a lot of likes.
Oh,
you know?
nice. And was it good?
It was pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
had I not taken that photo, would anything else have changed in the world? Of course not.
No.
People love their soft serve.
Yeah. It's true. Soft serve was just like, that was pre-Instagram, you know.
Pre-Instagram delicious.
Pre-Instagram delicious. Hashtag pre-Instagram delicious.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is enjoy the poppies all you want.
Yeah, go to Mount Everest Base Camp.
Yeah, take some photos, share it with your friends, but you don't have to destroy the environment in the meantime.
Totally. You don't need to destroy the environment. You don't need to like leave human feces, you know, at the base of Mount Everest.
Take your feces with you. Take photos and your feces with you. And that's the episode for the week.